Good afternoon, I'm Kim Baez. The chief of police just wrapped up a press conference to talk about those two deadly shootings, the latest just about 24 hours ago when a man led police on a wild, high-speed chase from Albuquerque's west side to the Laguna Pueblo. We now know who that man is, the APD officer who shot him, and much more. News 13's Alex Goldsmith is live outside APD headquarters with more.
That's right, Kim. State police have now confirmed that the dead man is 46-year-old Gary Atencio. Family and neighbors have told us that Atencio and his wife were in the process of breaking up. Now, this all started yesterday afternoon in northwest Albuquerque. We have been told that Atencio and his wife were having lunch to try and reconcile their marriage. On the way back from that, the argument got heated, and Atencio's wife jumped from his moving yellow Mustang and got into a friend's car. That friend just happened to be nearby. Police say Atencio then blocked the car, got out, and fired multiple rounds at the car, not hitting anybody. After that, Atencio then apparently grabbed his wife, took her out of the car, and brought her into the street, stood over her, shot again, and missed. Security guards then confronted Atencio, and he took off in his yellow Mustang, leading police on a high-speed chase through city streets and onto westbound I-40. He crashed his car on a stretch of the freeway in Laguna Pueblo when he couldn't get around two semis trying to block him in. Investigators say Atencio took off on foot with his handgun and ran north. State police say APD Tactical Officer Russell Carter shot and killed Atencio as Atencio was running towards a nearby home. Police still haven't told us all of the circumstances of that shooting, including how many times and where Atencio was shot or whether he fired at police. APD Police Chief Ray Schultz tells us Officer Carter has been involved in previous deadly shootings.
And he was and has been involved in prior incidents. At the same time, he's also an officer who was involved in the tracking of the homicide offender from about 6 years ago of the two women who were killed at I-40 in Louisiana. So obviously involved in some deadly force encounters, but also a hero.
Now, Atencio and his wife live less than 3 miles from where this started at the intersection of Golf Course and Ellison yesterday. Family members did tell us that Atencio was a military veteran, though News 13 could not confirm which branch. We also found out today that found in his yellow Mustang after it crashed on the freeway, state police were able to recover $90,000 in cash and a quantity of marijuana. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Alex. Now, we've also learned this is not the first time Atencio has faced off with police. In 2010, APD was called out to his northwest Albuquerque home for a domestic dispute. According to the criminal complaint, Atencio's son told police his parents had a history of domestic violence but had never called police. The complaint says Atencio's wife was bruised and bloody from the incident. It goes on to say that Atencio brandished a sharpened letter opener when police confronted him and was resisting arrest. In that criminal complaint, Atencio told police he wished he would have charged at officers with the weapon so they would have shot him. A neighbor we spoke to says there was a lot of stress in Atencio's life.
I just saw that his father had died just recently, and he was a disabled vet, having some family problems, and just moved out, I guess, and that's all I really knew about him.
Atencio's family tells us he had recently come into a lot of money. Neighbors say he had 2 Mustangs. They also say he told them he was moving out just weeks ago.